Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be introducing the concept of subtracting and how to borrow in subtracting. Let's take a look at this first problem so we can understand what borrowing exactly means. $70 minus 7 is equal to what? Let's first look at this problem and know that the first step is to subtract the ones column, just like in addition. But when you look at this problem, the ones column is 0 minus 7. That's a negative number, and we don't want to have that happen. So, if you can't subtract the ones column, then what you're going to do is borrow from the tens column. Borrowing works like this. You have a 7 in the tens column. What we can do is we can borrow a 1 from the tens column and put it over here. Then what happens is we cross out the 7 and the tens column is now a 6. We just gave 1 10 to this side, this column. Now we can do the subtraction because now we treat it like 10 minus 7 in the ones column. And we know the answer to that. So 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. So we just write 3. Now in the tens column we have just the 7 that turned into a 6. And this position is empty, like it's a pretend 0 over here. So now we do 6 minus 0, which is still 6. We just did 70 minus 7 is equal to 63. Let's try it with a different problem. 77 minus 7 is equal to what? 7 minus 7, we're going to do the ones column first. So 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. We don't need to do any borrowing here. 7 minus the invisible 0 that's over here is still equal to 7. So 77 minus 7 is equal to 70. Let's try another problem. 78 minus 7 is equal to what? 8 minus 7 in the ones column is equal to 1. 7 minus 0 is equal to 7. So the answer is 71. Let's try one last problem. 72 minus 7 is equal to what? Let's first look at the ones column. This is telling us to do 2 minus 7. We can't do that, so let's try using borrowing. Let's borrow a 1, which would make the tens column into a 6. Now what we can do is 12 minus 7 is equal to 5. So we write 5. Now we have 6 minus the invisible 0 is equal to still 6. So 72 minus 7 is equal to 65. That's how to subtract while introducing the concept of borrowing into the mix. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.